for me.
Open up the rhyme book and read the composition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my whole cognition. I got out the hood.
Next to some of the northernmost waters of the beautiful Chesapeake Bay, we're at M&T Bank Stadium near Baltimore's Inner Harbor. Justin Tucker has this all teed up. And we're off from Baltimore. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
This is Walker on 2nd. Along the sideline past midfield. Along this sideline inside the 25. All the way, touchdown Seattle. The Seahawks take a 6-0 lead right away. Kenneth Walker, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Seahawks will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Catch made by Keaton Mitchell. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Mitchell on the give, headed left. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
To play running back in this league, Well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Whew, I think the coverage got away with one right there, Kate. There was actually space, and if that throw came out 1 second earlier, that could have been 6.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Taken in by Likely. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw. Setting up the running back screen. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he's able to get this down to the 36. And they drag him down just in time. He's shy of that marker. We've got a turnover on downs. The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. A pistol snap. Fields vacates quickly left side. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
Fields on 3rd. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. 4th down punt upcoming, Brock, and here's Austin McNamara to put his leg into it. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And the Ravens will go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. Flushed out of the pocket. That pass complete to Boyd. And he'll get it up to the 27. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Mitchell up the middle. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Lamar now from the gun. He's got Smith. Continuing to move past the 45. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Pass complete to Walker. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 20. Give him 30 yards on that one. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Play action. Here's Jackson. His pass is complete. That's Zay Flowers. They get 19, and now they're going to have first and goal.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. Punches it in for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens reach pay dirt for the first time this game. Justin Tucker to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Ravens tie this game 7-7. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. He's going to field this at the 2. And look at this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10. Escapes the pocket. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They got 24 yards on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the first down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
He's got a gain of 6 there. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
So we're through one as everyone tries to stay warm on what has been a very cold night. Both teams... About set for the second quarter. Seahawks football here. They have it 2nd down, well inside of field goal range. Man in motion, headed right. Play action, Fields. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Well, if nothing else, that proves they're not afraid to take a shot on any given snap. And with enough looks, eventually, one's going to connect.
Fields now on 3rd. He's on the move. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Fits it through the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down. Now it's Lamar. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
The offense not shy about sending him downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Lamar throwing again. He's got it at the 5. And in for the Baltimore touchdown. Tucker on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Ravens take a 4-point lead. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Fields out of the gun. Finds a seam down the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 31-yard play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That's completed right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the 1st down. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
Receivers running the ball, well, that's become commonplace in the NFL now, and that includes down here in the red zone. In close, a lot less space to work with. You really love your most elusive players to get their hands on the ball.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
On 3rd down, Walker. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that cuts the lead back down to a lone point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. That was Sauce Gardner dropping him there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the 32. Into the hands of Walker. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Yeah, I love that effort, adding as much as possible to that catch while earning the 1st down. That's called yards after catch, and it's what coaches want from all their pass catchers on the roster.
Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 36. On the move, headed right. On the run right, throwing deep. A risky throw, and they're going to intercept it. Sauce Gardner with the INT. Well, great team defense there. No matter where he looked, Brock, there seemed to be a defender there, including where the pass eventually went, and that was why it was intercepted.
Such a disciplined rep there from the defense. As a QB, you try to extend the play to break them down defensively. Nobody did. And as a quarterback in that case, when you don't have a lane to throw it and the field is shrinking, you've got to throw that ball in the 5th row.
Off play action, it's Fields. Wow, wide open here, complete. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Seahawks will have a 1st down. That brings us to the 2-minute warning at the Inner Harbor. The Seahawks with the football. Down inside the 40 now with a 1st down following that last play. Shotgun snap to Fields. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down.
Here we go.
They give up the gut to Walker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Solid 4-yard gain there, and now they've got 2nd and 6 coming up.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Looking to throw Fields. Buys time, rolling right. And he gets it to the 1, but goes out just before the goal line. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
Complete on the option. It's a Seattle touchdown.
Touchdown, Seattle.
Wait for this.
Kicking team on to try the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks push their lead to 6. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. His return starts at the 5. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Pistol snap to Jackson. He's looking deep once again. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again is Lamar. Chased out to his right. This finds Smith. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his right. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
He put some juice on a deep throw down the middle. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Here comes the final play of our first half. One final shot before halftime. Escapes the pocket. Lobbing this into the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Sauce Gardner with the INT. And the Seahawks do not get the return all the way back. That's going to bring us to the end of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Darius Davis to return it. Finds some space. He's past the 30. Some good work on that return. Brock gets this out to the 33.
Well, that's exactly the way you want to come out of the locker room to begin the second half. And really, Kate, this 3rd phase of the game, the special teams, you just see the boost and the energy they can give to their team when they deliver a nice return to start this second half.
He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. And he's out of bounds up at his own 45. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Blitz coming, Lamar. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens parlay the interception into points. Tucker adds the PAT. And the Ravens take the lead on that successful kick. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Now an inside give to Walker. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Now after that play, we've got somebody shaken up, and you don't want to see serious injury in the midst of their playoff push. He's being looked at here. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Fields looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Fields on first down. He's on the move. He's keeping it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, this is in every quarterback's tool belt, even the ones not regarded as the best movers and shakers. But, Kate, to play QB in the league today, you've got to be able to do this. If you've got nobody open, still get some positive yards with your legs.
Play action, Fields. On the move, headed right. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And brings up third down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Fields on third. Throwing deep for the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks grab the lead on their first series of the half. The Seahawks offense, look at this. They aren't leaving the field, lining up and going for two. He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And he can't bring it in. They don't get the 2 points. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Rolling left, buying some time. Throwing deep down the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. First down, here's Lamar. Chased out to his right. Now bouncing football. And this goes out of bounds. The fumble not ideal, but hey, did end up being a small gain on the play. Second down now, 7 to go. Lamar off to play fake. Forced out to his right. He's got Smith. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Time and again, receivers will tell their quarterbacks, just give me a chance. Just give me a chance. Just throw it up and give me the opportunity. Well, in this case, with even 2 defenders trying to cover that wide receiver, couldn't get it done.
He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's good for a Ravens first down. From the gun, Jackson. This one's caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Now the Ravens offense staying put. Look at this. They're going for 2. And he's into the end zone. Successful play there. That makes the lead 3 points. And that right there, a very important 2-point conversion. Brought their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense that they can deliver in the clutch.
Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll get it up to the 44. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Not every corner in this league can make the play he just made right there. Sure, there's weird coverage guys. Not really known for their tackling, but this guy, well, he's someone who isn't afraid to stick his nose in there and make a stop.
Second and 10 now. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Another throw for Fields. Escapes the pocket. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Nate Wiggins has got it. Free up the middle. It's a breakaway. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick 6. Tucker on for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Fields coming back after the pick. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
First down throw for Fields. Completed over the middle. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after it.
On first and 10, it's Fields. He's on the move. Throwing all the way to the end zone. They connect on the deep shot. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks shave some off the deficit late in the quarter. That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. That one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Running right with Mitchell. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Ravens ball as they try to keep that lead and close out a win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Putting a receiver in motion. Lamar now from the gun. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. He was looking for Zay Flowers. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
Now Jackson on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done too, creating the space for a solid pickup.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34. And again, it's Jackson. That's incomplete left side.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Lamar throwing again. Finding Flowers. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down. Again, it's Jackson to the air. Setting up the running back screen. And they get this down to the 7-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. Fullback trying to power it across. And he's brought down for a loss.
This is why it's so important not to overcommit to the team's lead runner. It went to a secondary ball carrier, and they cut him down for a big red zone stop.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance. So after that make, a field goal won't cost him a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Returning it from the 4. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Receiver in motion, headed right. Fields on first down. Finds him over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Shotgun snap to Fields. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset? Fields out of the gun. That one's complete, right side. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. All right, all set up now. First and 10. Throwing now. On the move, headed right.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here he is to throw. Could be it, folks. It's intercepted. He's at midfield. 30. The 10. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Well, talk about aggressive coverage, Brock, to have somebody in position for a pick behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this quarterback is never going to take that short pass for granted. Again, that is usually one you do in your sleep. He's just now going to be restless in his sleep thinking about it.
Another 2-point try coming for the Ravens. Jackson's throwing for it. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. This will end up as a touchback.
The Seahawks take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. To throw. Try and push it deep downfield. This is brought in at the 15. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. Another snap from the 8 here. It's 2nd and goal. Looking to throw it. And this is cut for a score, and we are not done here yet.
Complete to number 8. Touchdown, Seattle.
They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. As we approach the final half minute of play, their comeback hopes resting on recovering this kick. I think the Seahawks got that one back. Yes, they did! Timing's so important for a team to recover its own onside kick, but jumped the gun there before it went 10 yards, and that drew the flag. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. A give to Mitchell, running left. And this goes across midfield and into Seahawks territory. The Seahawks calling for a timeout, so they're 1st and 3. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. They put Flowers in motion right. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. It's a gain of 12 there. And that'll be 1st down, Baltimore.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
So it ends as a win for the Ravens. And it's harder and harder not to mention, Brock, the possibility of an undefeated season as they add another to their total here in the penultimate month of the campaign. This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Ravens are your winners as we say so long from Baltimore.
that's how I be happening. This for all my not a bandage. For my ladies on stage, they clapping. Transaction, cause your mama need a mansion. Get crackin', put them in the. Can't forget the yellow brother in. Shed so many tears, lost 100 friends. Every time I see them, I'ma need that. Believe that. Label tryna give me feedback, tell me bring the streets back. Fans said they want 2015 Vince. Drop big fish, cuz been weak since. Damn, tell me how you really feel. All I wanted was a couple mil, make the city proud, put it on for them, come and tear it down. What are you about? In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know ya. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at? Money growing on trees, hanging on palm, spilling. Code 304, she don't want a 16. Renegade on up, make it. Buy your trees, no love. I'ma sleep with my Porsche 911, slide through the section. Gotta show my homies I'm on now. Both souls on the ground, never sold out. What you know about this? No glitz and glamour. Under my polo pajamas, face getting ran, gotta watch for the cameras. Before you get freaky, can't with no random these the sneaky. If police come action, then you never see me. The ghetto will trap you, but I love it. Yeah, I love it. On 65th Street. In the ghetto, I'm a Martian, crash landing. In the dirty apartments, stay shining. I'll forever be the hardest, big time. Like the New Orleans, real shine. Like the women know ya. City in the ghetto, I'm a soldier. Where they at? Where they at?
Oh, we need nobody else but God. That's all we need, you understand what I'm saying? Everybody else is sour, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, family, turn your back on you, everything, you know what I'm talking about? But you know one thing, you got a soldier like me, I'm gonna stay solid, baby, to the bone, bro, so you know me. You understand what I'm saying? Off the top. Yeah.
I don't need your flowers, I'm living. First time I seen $1 million, I squinted. Broken me a pack to help me hustle. Came a long way from the project buildings. That's where Granny went when she left